Close your eyes for a minute, close your eyes for a second. I won't change my mind.
Welcome back to my channel, Posh Fam. Thank you so much for joining us. I think we gained a new subscriber this past week, and I would like to welcome you especially and thank you for joining us. As you are here, just get your friends to come subscribe and tell them what you like about this channel so they can get it also. And yeah, again, comment, like, and share. For my existing, as always, thank you for holding the torch. And let's just get into the final part of the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion, and that is part 3. But before we do, there has been some breaking news the last week, and I am so glad I actually delayed commenting on this particular episode, and that is because there was just so much to talk about after the show. So let's get on to the breaking good news. I guess just after the final part of the reunion aired, Candice gave us her best reveal yet, and that is to announce to the world that she is with child. And I guess it answers all the questions that we were, thinking as to why she chose to pull the plug on further seasons of this particular franchise. She wasn't let go, and we all know contract hasn't been really out yet. And so when she said, I am giving this show a pause, there was something. I felt the way she was treated, by Andy and the rest of the cast this past season and also at the reunion made her feel some type of way, and she decided, I'm not just going to deal with this. I'm going to protect my happy place and let these people go. But no, that wasn't what it is. Let's get to hear her tell us about how we got or find out that she's with child.
Your statement when you announced you're leaving was like, the door's shut, it's not locked though. So what would it take to reopen that door maybe a year, 2 years, 3 years down the line?
What would it take?
I don't know. I mean, that's your call. I'm going to support whatever decision that is. But I think it's the space just has to be different.
That's it. The space would have to be different.
You always tell me how great I am with words. Surprisingly, though, when the time came, the perfect words just didn't exist. I am so ready to laugh with you for the rest of our breaths.
We are so happy for you, Candice. All the best in motherhood. And Chris, we know this is not your first stint at parenthood, and so make sure Candice is well taken care of. And next up, guys, this was such music to my ears, and that's the fact that Robin, in her talk show with Giselle, Reasonably Shady, announced that she has been fired. Well, she is the one housewife that we all wanted her to go, okay? There is no way you're on a reality show talking about your lives and there you are deflecting about your situation and also trying to get everyone else to talk about themselves, or you are out there shading others about what is going on in their lives. And so I think it was really about time that the franchise, give her the boots or kick her to the car, because why are we paying you all this money and you're not sharing anything? We get to find out what your husband, I don't know if he's current, I really don't know what one is doing and how one treats you, and one, despite the fact that he's without a job, he's also benefiting from the paycheck you're getting. And here he is, not even coming to defend himself about all of the allegations that has trailed him in the last 4 seasons. So, yes, she got fired. I know we shouldn't be that excited about other people's misery. But again, I'm not excited for her. This is, coming from the fact that one doesn't have a job. She does have a reasonably shady podcast income to, live off of. I don't know how lucrative that is. She does have the Glow 5 franchise she's about to start up. So there might be some pocket money coming in, but who's to say? I just felt if you are on a show that is about reality, your lives, you should be honest. We're not saying give us everything that's happening, but whatever is out there, you come on and let us know exactly what's going on. I mean, we're watching. We didn't ask you to come on the franchise. However, we're going to judge you if you don't share. And that's exactly what it is. I am so glad that Bravo decided it was time to let her go. She tried not. There was no effort in this particular season. It was such a snooze fest. She kept deflecting. She was so defensive. And Giselle, her minion, was just very supportive of all of the things she wasn't really dishing out. And it just became too much. Now, I really want to see how Giselle carries herself in the next season. That is, if she's going to be coming back. We don't know yet, because it appears we are getting through the round. So we now know or can confirm that Candice is coming back, and that's by her choice. Robin has been fired, thank goodness. And Nneka has also been given the boots. And guys, hallelujah for some common sense here. She did not give us anything this season. Now, you would have been expecting a new entrant into the franchise. I'm going to get into her particular 2 seconds of time slot on the reunion in a second. But I just want to say this. Next, for the upcoming new housewives, please, as much as you want controversy or chaos or bickering to be your storyline, please have some content. We need some context to who you are. You don't come in guns blazing. You come in guns blazing, you're going to go out with a bang. And it will be very quick. So I think Nneka learned the hard way that the way she came into the show was quite unbecoming, was quite lowballed, and she didn't really impress. She gave us nothing but, just sighing left, right, and center. I sighed to the moon, literally. But not quite, because I'm still here. And I was like, let her not be coming back, because there's no way. I am from Nigeria. I am Igbo, so I represent this particular community and this particular group of women. Not in their social standings, okay, guys. Let's be honest here. Not there yet, or I don't know if I'll be there. However, I was expecting more. And Nneka did not deliver at all. She came with a messed up agenda, and like I said, I know Wendy is not, the saint here. However, there was just a lot that was not to be desired of this woman, and good riddance to bad rubbish, I would say. So we're going to be finding out in the coming days if Giselle has got a ticket. We do know Mia will definitely be having a ticket, because she has to tell us about her relationship with her Inc. DJ radio personality, and how she is navigating the nuances that is her breakup from her, I don't know if it's going to be estranged husband, Gordon. So Mia, I think I don't need to close and wink my eyes. She will be getting a comeback. I don't know about Wendy. Karen, of course, she has a storyline. There's the DUI, alleged DUI situation. So we're going to be finding out if she, has a substance abuse problem. That's something I'm looking forward to, even though I would not want to have to give us all the details. But it might be therapeutic for some, not me, who have got substance abuse going on. And so that would help. And that's why some of us watch these shows. There is a learning curve in everything. You watch other people's lives. You live vicariously through others, and hopefully learn a thing or two from how they are navigating life's curves, I would say. And so I guess I cannot wait to come on here and run the commentary for the next season. I'm hoping we get a little bit more deserving storylines, exciting women, and a group dynamic that isn't toxic. Now, with that said, let's get into the reunion proper. I would say this. Reunion, the part 3 kicked off with us seeing the men come in and Gordon wanting to reveal to the group exactly what's been going on. And it was a bombshell. quite sad in itself, because Gordon did admit to the fact that he suffers from bipolar 1. Now, I never knew there was something like bipolar 1. I just thought bipolar, was self-descriptive, bipolar. However, Gordon made it clear that he left the bipolar stage to bipolar 1, and if there was any other label apart from bipolar 1, so maybe there was a bipolar 10, he probably would have been given that particular diagnosis for bipolar 10. And this is quite profound, and it's a side note, and that's because a lot of people, a lot of older people are now getting, should I say, a mental health diagnosis that they never had in their early years of life. And it is quite unfortunate that, I don't know, I still don't, a lot of us don't know exactly what category we fall into in our mental health journey. Okay, we all have these mental health struggles, some a little bit profound, others not so much. Now guys, if this sends you off the wrong way, please contact Beyond Blue Australia. I guess they would offer you the advice that I honestly am seeking myself. So like I said, he did say he suffered, or he just recently got diagnosed with bipolar 1, and that explained all his manic episodes or reaction that saw the, should I say, downward spiral of his marriage. And according to him, which somehow Mia was in agreement to, once he got the diagnosis, everything became crystal clear. The way he was acting, how he mismanaged his finances, because again, all of these are factors that links in your behavior, and it does have a destructive impact, and so he said yes, his bipolar led him the wrong way, led him to a deep financial loss, and now the ultimate one is losing his marriage. And he is now sort of coming to terms with his diagnosis and getting help. I guess you're never too old to learn, you're never too old to change. And so I would kudos to Gordon here. Like I don't see him as a bad guy. I never did see him as a bad guy. Mia did say his outburst sometimes was quite scary for her, and when he drained her bank account, it was the last straw, because he made her very vulnerable, and she did not like the feeling of vulnerability when it comes to not having financial control. Okay, and that's the thing that I would always echo as a woman. Please take this from me. I know as being a homemaker is the end, is the goal. It's a price. I would love to be a homemaker. I'd love to do all of these things. However, life has got life has got its ups and downs. Life is not black and white. There is the gray aspect of it. And you have to prepare for that gray aspect. And that is having something going for you. A business, a career. Pursue your career. Don't let childbearing take that away from you. You are stronger in most ways than you would think. So again, power to all women who are all-rounders, who can successfully be a homemaker and also get the paycheck. That is the ultimate outcome for everyone. However, those who cannot achieve that, power to you, but do not put yourself down. Do not relent in your stride in seeking self-sufficiency. I'm not saying independence, no, self-sufficiency. Because when you're self-sufficient, you're confident, and your clarity becomes you. Anyway, Gordon, was remorseful. I think I think this guy wants to do over, but from the looks of things, it's not happening. Mia is happy to be with her DJ slash real personality or whatever he is, and she's done with it because there is no money. Now, what Gordon clarified is the fact that he has this partnership with his family, and there was some issues surrounding the shareholding, the should I say positions and status, or whoever was behind the managerial, decision maker of their family business. And he clarified that he was only stepped down as a CEO. He did take legal actions. However, he has decided not to proceed with the legal side of things because they have been able to come to an amicable understanding, and all impacts to his diagnosis as bipolar 1 or bipolar 10, as he self-describes himself. And so he only lost the CEO status. However, every other thing is still in place. So he gets his paycheck, and he also gets the shares. Well, I am happy for God only that's the case, which means the dude is good, 70, vulnerable, he's still gonna be getting some money. We do not know if he has paid his rent debt. We don't know that yet. Hopefully he has, because that part wasn't quite clear. We didn't really get to find out much about that. Now the conversation, I think, then again went back to Candice, Robin, and Giselle. And guys, I will not bore you with all of that BS. Just, it's clear. Those trio will never be a team. Never. I hope Candice announcing her pregnancy might bring some type of peace offering. Ashley, she's been mute for the whole entire reunion episode. But Andy called her to question about the fact that she still massages her ex-partner's feet, and she's still on his credit card and getting paid from him. And I think she did now clarify that yes, she will be, there's now progress in filing for divorce. She has sought, I don't know, but divorce is definitely on her card. So we definitely think Ashley will be coming in next season to tell us about her divorce journey. This is what's going to be happening, because she didn't really give us much insight, but she did say that yes, she is now she has found the inner strength to move away or move on with her life. Okay. She is dating, but did not confirm. Her ex-husband, Michael Darby, certainly moved on. What else? There was the lawsuit that Michael Darby did file, allege, against Candice. She claimed she had no knowledge of the lawsuit, and thanks to God, the lawsuit has been dropped. And I'm in my Michael Darby, I'm not even sure where we're heading with that, because there was no way you're gonna get anything out of Candice, or if that was even gonna go anywhere. But we're glad some common sense prevailed, and these two can move on in pieces. Now this was the most anticipated conversation. That was between Wendy and Nneka. However, it left nothing to be desired, guys. We did get to see the highlights of Wendy this particular season, which was quite clear. And, of course, it all revolved around Nneka coming on, or the drama between the Osu statement. Guys, I don't want to talk about this. It's a very sensitive, taboo topic within the Igbo community in the eastern part of Nigeria. So we'll move right along with that. Very clear. Ashley did admit to her being a little bit ignorant, not a little bit, very ignorant and silly to have decided to use this particular topic as a line of conversation to attack two Igbo women. Now, Nneka, none the wiser, trying to get her two legs in, decided to, fit into the narrative. She didn't quite, like I said, to her defense, a paycheck comes anyway. I'm going to say whatever. I'm going to throw everyone on the bus. I'm going to kick everyone out of the bus, provided I get my 2 seconds of fame. And she did exactly that. Okay. Now, we got to find out what happened. Apparently, production contacted Wendy, saying there's this Nigerian chick, who they felt they linked, or they felt they're gonna get along like kids, with candies in their hands. Apparently, the particular lady, Nneka, said she had met or knows Wendy. Wendy then, I think, did her research to find out, okay, I don't know this woman, so there's no way I can fake friendship by saying I know her and she comes into the franchise or into the show through me. And I think somehow words got lost in translation, guys. And what followed was Wendy assuming Nneka was using her for clout. Nneka thinking Wendy is jealous of her because she's coming into the franchise to compete with her. This is what I got from it. Okay, this is my own take, guys. This is my commentary. However you interpret it, that is your problem. This is all I got. Apparently, there's a link between these two women. Okay, the Nigerian community might be big in America, but I don't think it's that big that they don't know themselves. They did admit to have been in the same space together, in the same function together. However, it was a high and buy type of situation. They might have sat in the VIP spot, exchanged chairs with their wine. Wendy is insisting, I don't know you from Adams, so we're not going to be climbing the ladder of friendship anytime soon. Pipe it down, okay? Nneka is like, you're jealous of me, you don't want to claim me as your friend, and so I'm going to try and bring you down as much as I can. I'm rich, you're jealous of her. I'm like, okay. Here we go again. And I think this pretty much clears the air and the animosity as to why these women never got along. It also involves someone's mom being called a winch, shrines being mentioned left, right, and center, people being called CRACK head. And, you know, it got messy. Wendy apologized for calling her the CRACK head. And I was like, okay. And she never took accountability for the fact that she made some salacious claims, Nneka, about Wendy's mom. Because these are unfounded and I would think subject to a lot of untruths here. Nneka, it's quite clear. Whatever your goal was, Wendy closed the door real quick on you. Like she slapped it up. She slapped it up before you even thought, or before there was a conceived notion that you were going to get anywhere with her. No. And so it ended with Wendy saying, I'm going to be cordial with you. And that is where it is. They tried to have a kumbaya moment. There was one time they sat down together to even talk remotely, have a type of resolution. It didn't go well. You know, it did not go well. And so there is no winners here. The part that we missed that wasn't aired was the part where Wendy was speaking in our native tongue to Nneka. That wasn't aired. So I'm like, why was that on the trailer and we didn't get to see that part? What's going on here? And maybe tomorrow there might be scenes we missed. Who knows? I don't know. Well, this is going to be my last commentary on the Real Housewives until maybe the Housewife of Atlanta comes back on air and I'll be coming here reporting live. But I don't know. It's quite weird that we didn't get to see that part. And obviously, Eddie and Ike did not have a conversation on this particular reunion. If they did, it wasn't shown. Mind you, Eddie is making 6 figures in his Happy Eddie business. Wow, this startup is quite good. It appears WWED is making so much waves over there in America that it's just people are making a killing. I don't know, man. Is everybody smoked out? Because that's what it feels. Because this guy only started the business not long and he is already raking in 6 figures. Okay, in sales. That is quite impressive. Wendy is also thinking of slowing down, and one of that steps is to drop teaching, focus on her talk show and her candle business. Chick is a mogul. She's about to take over America corporate space with all her startups here and there. So she's like, I need to focus on my kids now. They're all growing up so fast and yet slowing down. I don't know if this how she's gonna be slowing down, but we shall see if she comes on next season. Now, for that particular moment that was so salacious and sordid, that sort of ended the season. And that was the fight between Candice and Ashley's friend, Deborah, and, you know, how Keiarna, the new entrant, got to then take the heat for this particular altercation that was shown. I did give you some clips from the show, and thank you to Bravo and all the other platforms that aired this particular franchise. Yes, Keiarna came on and she was looking really nice. There was no scar on her face. Chicks handles her business. I think whenever I go to America, I might go to her for all of this, take of all the scars from my face. Anyway, she came on and, she was the life of the party. She came in as Wendy's friend, and there were some rehashing of her time on the season, and they got to the particular moment where we got to see what happened, and she did break it down to say that whilst she was trying to broker peace between Deborah and Candice, she did not know when the lady Deborah, who was actually trying to get at Wendy, and somehow the glass that she threw hit her on her face. And she was very, very gracious to Karen, who rallied around her and protected her and made sure she got to the hospital safe. Karen, I just love the role she played in this particular season. She was so gracious, and yeah, it was fantastic. I guess we don't know if Keiarna is going to be coming in as friend of the show next season. I hope she does, because she was really lively. She did try to smoothen the chaos and the dysfunction between the group dynamics, and she came in true to herself. She didn't come in with any preconceived notion. She did what she had to do. She's a business owner, and girl, these are the type of women we like to celebrate. Her stay on the couch, it wasn't long, but then this particular season ended with no peace, guys. There wasn't really any peacemaking. However, there was a crown, a royalty crown handed to Andy by Karen and Giselle. So he is now the Duke of Potomac. Who knew? So that's it, guys. Thank you so much. What a season. I cannot wait to do this on the next Real Housewives show. And if you are still thinking about subscribing, I don't know what you're waiting for, please press that button and subscribe. Thank you for coming along the Real Housewives of Potomac journey with me this season. Until next time, it's your girl saying stay safe and be focused. Thank you for watching. Bye.